secure up to $75,000 even if you have no credit at all. Today I'm going to show you how to do that step by step. See, the problem that most entrepreneurs have that are struggling, it's not because you lack an idea, it's the lack of funding. Today I'm going to show you how to fix that. So last night I had someone hop on my live. He was talking about the fact that he had no credit. And if you guys can hear me, go ahead and type a 1 in the chat. I'm going to walk you through, even with a brand new profile. So if you're someone coming from up under credit repair and you have no accounts, or if you have no credit at all, I'm going to walk you through really quickly, step by step, how you can secure up to $75,000 in funding. All right. If you can hear me, type a 1 in chat. Okay, perfect. Because I just was here and you couldn't hear me and I'm going at it, okay? Okay, so if you're someone that does not have, if you have a thin profile, I'm starting to see that a lot of people have that problem. Or if you're just getting credit repair done and you have no accounts on your account, please take a note. Refrain from stacking your credit report with all credit builder accounts. The only ones I would recommend, if you go to what do you want to call it? It's something supply, tradelinesupply.com, and you want to add some trade lines to there to add history. All right, you want to get 5 years, 10 years, 7 years, as much history as you possibly can with those trade lines, and the highest limit possible. But the more history and the more limits, higher the limit, the more it's going to cost you. All right, or if you know someone that can add you on that are responsible with using that credit card so that it doesn't impact you. Okay, and then you want to go ahead and join a credit union. You want to make sure that you do this. Someone like maybe Federal, Apple Credit, Federal Credit Union, DCU, someone and something that is going to help you rebuild your credit profile. Why? Because they give out higher limits. All right, we're asking questions. So what you do, I'm going to get to the questions in a second. I just want to get this out. Build a relationship with them. Get a checking, a savings, and direct deposit. Allow that internal banking rating to increase. The reason we're going to credit unions is because they favor the relationship over the credit report. You're someone that doesn't have any credit, or you're starting over, or you're trying to add primary trade lines. This is how. Once that's done and you've been with them for a while, at least 30 days to allow it to report, then ask for a personal credit card. Then go to a second bank and ask for a credit card, like Bank of America or another credit union, because they're going to credit match the line that you got from the first one. So you're looking at $75,000, $10,000, $15,000, up to $25,000 for your first credit card. I literally had 2 mentees in my history of doing what it is that I do that had no credit, that were incarcerated straight from jail with a fresh profile. One got $18,000 for their first credit card. Another one got $20,000. So I know it's possible. So I'll answer some of your questions. And you want to start there because the credit match game is real. If you start out with a $500 credit card or your secured credit card, it is killing your profile. And then you try to apply for a real one, they're just going to match the $500. And it's going to be a long road from there, okay? Underwriting 101. If you're asking for $10,000, you need to be able to demonstrate that you can handle at least $5,000 on your personal credit profile. So if you only have a $500 credit limit and you're trying to get $5,000, the answer is no. You don't qualify. They're just going to creep you up $750, $1,000, $1,250, $1,500. This is the cheat code. All right, so we have some questions. It said, I sound great. Okay, thank you. Checking you out. Okay, I've got a 720 score. I'm just trying to build my business credit up. It's the profile. Okay, I guess it's your business credit profile. All right, so you can start with net 30 accounts to just generate those business credit profiles that are not your personal credit profiles. You have Duns and Bradstreet, Business Experience, and Business Equifax, right? How do we do this? We need a minimum of trade lines to report, of 3 to report to Business, Equifax, and Experian, and 5 to Duns and Bradstreet. Who do we have? We have CEO Creative, Shirtsy, Quill. All these is what I'm telling you that will generate these 3 reports. Quill, Uline. You have the 2 gas cards, BP gas card and Shell, and then NAV Boost. And if you have business income coming in, you can go and apply for these 2 for EIN only funding. That would be Capital on Tap, and it will also be Divvy Bill. I hope that helped. All right. What about adding rent reporters? Rent reporters is good. Some will report up to 5 years. Those are the only consumer accounts that I am okay with that will add history. Do not go and get the others. If you're trying to rebuild a fresh profile, which is credit builder accounts, and the score is reflected, but you not having real money history from a real bank, that is going to get you denied. So credit unions are the cheat code to that. It allows you to get your own primary trade lines. Okay, middle score. All right, okay, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Okay, welcome. Those were great questions. All right, so the strategy to get up to $75,000 would look like this. You go to your first credit union. I will open up a bank, 3 banking accounts, 2 credit unions, and a national one like Bank of America. First, though, before I just start opening up banking accounts, I would check to see who do I have a relationship with right now. It could be an idle checking account. A lot of us have that really a bad habit of doing that. We would have had a relationship with Bank of America or Chase years ago, and we forget about that. So think about who have you had a positive relationship with in the past. A paid off car, your mortgage, anything, a short-term loan, anything, right? If you can figure that out, you then go to them and see what products and services do they have. Are you someone that has a business? Do you have an LLC? Do you have an S Corp that's already established and your credit is good, right? Or what we can do, we can leverage both. You can go and get a credit card with the credit union up to $25,000. You can go to your second bank and get up to $25,000 because they're going to credit match that. Go to your third bank and get up to $25,000. They're going to match that. It's going to be credit match. They figure like, hey, if Apple Credit Union gave him $20,000, we could give him $20,000. That's the credit match game. And after you get the credit card with your bank, your first credit union, you can then ask for a personal loan up to $50,000. All right, that is actually how it works. But I want to caution this: if you're looking for whatever you're looking for, it's 50%. You need to demonstrate at least 50% already on your personal credit, a history of 50% of what you're asking for. What do I mean by that? So if we want a $25,000 loan, do we have a loan on our personal credit profile for at least $13,500? All right, you can create that with like secure products, like with Navy Federal, where they will allow you to secure the line, pay the line with the same money you secured it, and they will return your money back to you. All right, that's an amazing secure product. And in the process, you're increasing your internal banking rating with them. And then you're also creating a trade line that is a loan on your accounts that appears that you received $13,000 in a loan. So what does that do? That set you up for future funding, right? And then it also set you up to get higher credit approvals on the business side. When you build out your business, your LLC or your S Corp, with those net 30 accounts and have those reporting. Pay the bills on the business side before the bills are due, all right? That will get you that 90 payback score, that 100 payback score. The only data point that matters on the business side is that you pay your bills on time. Between the two, you can get up to $75,000 easy. You have SoFi Financial, you have Lightstream, you have credit unions that you built relationships with, or your personal bank that you built a relationship with to get that personal loan. On the business side, you can then go ahead and leverage that after your personal credit profile has been built up. Now we can go ask for business credit cards. Now, if we have a $20,000 credit card on the personal side, we can ask for $25,000, $30,000 business credit card, 0% interest. All right, do you have a one-on-one mentorship or a way to get more? Actually, yes, I do have a mentorship. So definitely just DM me, and someone from my team will give you a call. We'll do like an initial screening, see if you're someone I can actually work with and help, okay? We have products and services for people at all levels. All right, it doesn't have to be just the mentorship. It just depends on where you are. If you're someone that you're in a position where I'm able to help you right now, we'll determine if you're able to come into the mentorship. Okay, awesome. DM me, you DM me? Okay, lady. I definitely will give you a call, babes. All right, so Empower, I hope I'm saying your name right. Go ahead and give me a DM. All right, so a lot of the times we just get confused and we get stuck, and then we think that we can't get funding. It's not that we can't get funded, right? It's just that we don't know how. We lack the blueprint. We lack the understanding of how it works and how to go from a thin profile to a fundable, stackable, lendable profile. All right, so on the TradeLineSupply.com, they can be expensive. So my advice would be, if you know someone that will allow you to just get on, like a wife, a business partner, a grandmother, a family member of some sort that don't use their credit cards too much and keep that utilization low, that will be ideal. Other than that, yeah, you're going to pay for it. All right, do you need to buy a trade line that's worth $75,000? They are not going to match that. That's a misconception. The only primary reason that they're going to credit match your primary credit cards. That's it. So the intention for us to go to the credit union is so that we get our own $25,000 credit card. All right. It's a myriad of ways to get funding and to get that $75,000. It just depends on where you are, who you have relationships with, what type of funding you're looking for, and what you're using the funds for. So the good news is, if you're not funding ready, we can create it. So if you come to me and you're like, hey, I'm trying to get $100,000, we look at your situation and be like, hey, this is what needs to happen. A, B, C, and D. All right? So it just depends on where you are. That will depend and determine how and what route you need to take to cross over to the funding side. It's all financial literacy, right? This is pretty much it. Do we have any more questions? I hope this is information you guys can use. Definitely share this live out with 5 people. I'm always excited when you ask questions. So I want to take at least 2 more questions before I go. All right, and just so you'll know, I cannot go live tonight. I wanted to go live at 8 o'clock every night. I have an event that I'm attending that starts at that very same time. I may, if we have a little room, but my goal is to go live every night at 8 p.m. So you can come strapped with your questions. Tell your friends about me. No gatekeeping, okay? Okay, I'm loving it. It's a bit cloudy from my end. Yeah, so this is a lot of information. I mean, the only reason that I'm so quick with it is because I've been doing it for over 6 years. Like, and I talk about it every day. I've mentored thousands of people on various funding strategies. It's a million ways to get to funding. All right. So everyone have their own funding blueprint. And that's what makes it confusing too. Because just like how you're just trying to say like, oh, 1 + 1 = 2. Or I could just go get the trade lines and then they're going to credit match that and that's an easy fix. No, it doesn't work like that. And they're not stupid. That's why they made this whole process a bit complicated. All right. What is a primary? A primary is your account. So it's not a secondary. An authorized account, like if I add you to my credit card, that's a secondary credit card. It's not your card. The lender did not lend you the card. Primary is that you have a direct relationship with the bank, not you going out to TradelineSupply.com and getting trade lines added. So those are good questions. So do we have one more question? Just one more question before I go. All right, one more question. Okay, so how do we primary on the primary? How do you, like I was saying earlier in the call, on this live, you build a relationship with the credit union because they will favor you and increase your internal banking rating with them and then ask for a credit card. They tend to give you lower interest rates and higher credit card limits. What account do we need on a profile to get 25K credit card? So you don't need an account, babe. So I'll tell you guys what. I will say download and save this live. Just go back and rewatch it. I broke it down in the beginning. Okay, I'm in the building. All right, let's go. Okay, so DM me. You guys need a little help with this whole situation. I have services and things that can help people at all levels. Doesn't matter where you are, okay? So if you don't have time, if you don't have time, you have money. If you don't have money, you have time. So I have packages for both groups, okay? So just DM me, set up a call with my team. We will then review and qualify you to see if you're someone I'm even able to help at this moment, okay? All right, so it's been amazing. It's been great, guys. Let's get funded.